This is the Louie T Network. Hey, either you're outside or you're
in the lab room.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's showtime.
Draft Zone.
Welcome, football fans. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The 2016 Louie T Network Mock Draft. The draft is now open for business, and the Tennessee Titans are now on the clock.
The first time I heard then interim head coach Mike Mularkey speak as Titans head man was at halftime of a Week 15 thrashing at the hands of the Patriots. And look, I know a lot of you out there are saying, Louie T, what the hell are you doing watching a Titans game past October? Look, that's what I do, okay? I watch football. Anyway, in that first half of that Patriots game, Marcus Mariota gets hurt, which prompted Mike Mularkey to say the following: Marcus isn't going back in. It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to protect him. A theme that got Ken Wisenhunt fired and Mike Mularkey ultimately hired. It's no secret, Mularkey is a good offensive mind, but keeping Marcus Mariota upright is priority number one in Tennessee. So fixing two positions with one pick ought to go a long way towards doing the trick.
With the first pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Laramie Tunsil, offensive tackle, Ole Miss. The Cleveland Browns are now on the clock.
Question: what's brown, comes in various shapes and sizes, and eventually stinks? If you said a steaming hot pile of the stinky stuff, good guess, but you're incorrect. The answer I was looking for was a Cleveland Browns QB. What? You didn't like that? I thought that was funny, man. Anyway, all jokes aside, the Browns' search for a franchise QB is no laughing matter. And despite the signing of good old Griffmeister, Huey Jackson's mama didn't raise no fool. He's looking to solidify the quarterback position once and for all in Cleveland for years to come at pick number 2.
With the second selection in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Carson Wentz, quarterback, North Dakota State. The San Diego Superchargers are now on the clock.
The San Diego Superchargers are in a damn good spot at number 3, if you ask me. I mean, think about it. There isn't one thing the Chargers couldn't use right now. You could easily make a case for drafting a quarterback at number 3. Obviously, it won't happen. Offensive line is seemingly always a problem in San Diego, but the best offensive lineman is already gone, and I think this is too high for Ronnie Stanley. And the Chargers just pushed longtime safety Eric Weddle out the door, leaving a huge void in that secondary. Tom Telesco and company are going to sit back and take the best of what is left, which also happens to fit a need.
With the third pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the San Diego Chargers select Jalen Ramsey, defensive back, Florida State. The Dallas Cowboys, America's team, is now clock.
when I said this about the Dallas Cowboys on a local DC sports program last year?
But I challenged the Cowboys because I thought they dropped the ball last offseason when they let DeMarco Murray walk away and they elected to pass on the running back position in the draft and not address it in free agency, but, other than Darren McFadden, who has been okay for them, but he's not a game changer. They need a game changer. And if you're at, let's say, 5, and Ezekiel Elliott out of Ohio State is sitting there behind that offensive line, can you pass that up if you're the Dallas Cowboys?
I don't think you do.
I don't think you can. And so I think if you have a choice, let's say 5 to 7, and that kind of caliber of running back is sitting there, that would take their offense from a B-, C+ to an A right away. And so I think you get Tony Romo back from injury, you get that kind of back, plug him behind that offensive line with those skill guys, Williams and Bryant and Beasley and Witten. That defense has been playing good this season. That could be a scary proposition for defenses.
I meant that then, and I still feel that way today. Ezekiel Elliott at 4 would be the best thing the Cowboys could do right now to upgrade their roster. But after signing Alfred Morris, re-signing Lance Dunbar, and maintaining last season's leading rusher in Darren McFadden, coupled with good old Jer telling former longtime Cowboys executive and now NFL.com contributor Gil Brandt, "Hey Gil, Gil, Steven told me not to say anything, but I knew he wouldn't mind if I told you we aren't drafting a quarterback at number 4. With all of those things combined, I am more convinced than ever that the Cowboys are taking a quarterback at number 4.
With the 4th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Jared Goff, quarterback, California. The Jacksonville Jaguars are now on the clock. Duval!
Who doesn't love what the Jaguars are building out in Duval right now? Hell, I know I've been on the Gus Bradley bandwagon longer than most, but damn it, Gus, what the hell is up with all of these eccentric positional names? I mean, really. First it was Leo, then it was Otto, now it's Zorro. Okay, nah, I made that last one up. But seriously enough, chill with all the exotic names, man. Take the best player available and put him wherever. Leo, Otto, Grotto, I don't give a damn. Just put this athletic freak on the field and let him rumble, young man, rumble.
With the 5th selection in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Miles Jack, linebacker, UCLA. The Baltimore Ravens are now on the clock.
This is a classic case of what are you doing here? Ravens look up and they see Joey Bosa and ask, "What are you doing here?" To which Bosa replies, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm the best player in this draft, and I finished 3rd in my 5th grade spelling bee. The Ravens brass don't know what the hell Bosa is talking about, but they do know that T-Sizzle is 33, coming off surgery, and in trouble with the law. And oh, by the way, the Ravens surely could use some pass rush as well. So all of that amounts to, welcome to Be More, Bosa.
With the 6th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Joey Bosa, defensive end, the Ohio State University. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock.
Let me tell you about this coach. Maybe I shouldn't. I met him in Philly, and his name was Chip Kelly. See, his offense killed the college game. Still, he couldn't help but chase that NFL fame. He'll come in quick and trade your players away. Asking why did he do it? He won't know what to say. He's the chipster, babe. Ran through the Eagles, now he's out to the Bay. Yeah. He'll trade all of your best players away. You don't want none of the chipster. Blow all your cap space, get fined, and still get paid. You don't want none of the chipster. Don't we just all love the chipster? Hopefully, with all the personal responsibility gone, the chipster can now focus on making it work the second time around. The biggest problem last season for the San Francisco 49ers was up front along that offensive line. When Eric Pierce and Jordan Devey are starters, you have a problem. Waiting to see if Anthony Davis unretires or not is not an option here. Fix the issue while the opportunity exists now.
With the 7th selection in the 2016 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Ronnie Stanley, offensive tackle, Notre Dame. The Philadelphia Eagles are now on the clock. The Philadelphia Eagles are now on the clock. Fly, Eagles.
Everything in Philadelphia is brand spanking new, except all the stuff that's old. Executive Vice President of Football Operations Howie Roseman was already in Philly. He just got his power back. Head coach Doug Peterson is new, but he used to be a backup quarterback in Philly eons ago. And then there's all the holdovers: Fletcher Cox, Sam Bradford, Jordan Matthews, Ryan Matthews, Jason Peters. Okay, forget everything I just said. Bottom line, if the Eagles are going to be the Kansas City Chiefs of the East, then they need a difference-making back. And the trade with the Dolphins to move up from 13 to 8 just landed them one right in their lap.
With the 8th selection in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Ezekiel Elliott, running back, the Ohio State University. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Does anybody have confidence in the Buccaneers organization? Put your hand down, Captain Fearman. You don't count. Raheem Morris, Greg Schiano, Lovie Smith, now Dirk Cutter in just a little over 6 years. That is bordering Cleveland Browns ineptitude right there. Hey, Browns fans, hey, y'all chill. I swear that's the last time I'm going to throw shade y'all way today. I promise. What makes this time potentially different for the Buccaneers, however, is that when healthy, they are strapped on offense with a young, gifted quarterback leading the charge, which will allow them here at number 9 to take advantage of the gift of BPA of a defensive stud.
With the 9th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select DeForest Buckner, defensive tackle, Oregon. The New York Football Giants are now up.
Oh man, look who's in charge. My main man, Porn Stash. That's right, Ben McAdoo made quite a name for himself last year by getting the king of the no-look pick, Eli Manning, to stay clean for most of the year last year despite a depleted offensive line. Ask Adam Gase. You do some quality work on a lemon and someone will buy. In any event, an overachieving offensive line will be exposed at some point. Just ask the Carolina Panthers. which is what happened to the Giants late last season to avoid a similar fate. Pair up Eric Flowers with a new bookend right tackle, which allows you to slide Justin Pugh inside permanently and solidify a young offensive line in front of an aging veteran QB.
With the 10th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Jack Conklin, offensive tackle, Michigan State. The Bears are now on the clock.
Watching the Chicago Bears season unfold last year was like Dame Dash listening to then producer Kanye West rhyme for the first time.
Oh shit, it's not even right.
I must admit, the Bears far exceeded my expectations last year despite having one of the least talented rosters in the entire National Football League. Well, that won't be the case this year, as Bears GM Ryan Pace made some shrewd moves in free agency, acquiring linebackers like Danny Trevathan and Jarrell Freeman, and also snatching up offensive tackle Bobby Massey to solidify the offensive line, along with returning players like Tracy Porter, wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey, never ever trust a man with two first names, tight end Zach Miller, to mention a few. Talent won't be the issue, but what will be is the aforementioned Tracy Porter being your best cornerback. That can't happen. As a wise man once told me, cannot play with them, cannot win with them, cannot coach with them, can't do it. Well, the Bears won't have to do it if they turn in the card with this player's name on it at number 11.
With the 11th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Vernon Hargreaves III, cornerback, Florida. The New Orleans Saints are now on the clock. Who dat?
One of the worst defenses I've ever seen in my life was the Saints D of 2015. Let's play a little word association game with the Saints D from 2015. Run defense, garbage. Pass defense, hot garbage. Brandon Browner, trash. Rob Ryan, trash bucket. Luckily enough for Saints fans, the latter two names belong to guys who are no longer around. A lot of Saints defensive woes from last year could be attributed to the youth on that side of the football, but also a lack of pass rush and true difference makers also hindered this defense. Drafting this next player could potentially go a long way to helping solve both of those problems for the Saints.
With the 12th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Shaq Lawson, defensive end, Clemson. The Miami Dolphins are now on the clock. Fins up.
See? Messing around with Philadelphia made you miss out on Vernon Hargreaves. That's what you get. Hope you're satisfied with your consolation prize. Could have had Zeke at 8 as well. But look, enough of looking at what you could have done. The past is the past. You're at 13 now via the trade, so let's deal with reality. You need more defensive stuff, man. A lot more of it. I was thinking, cornerback would probably be the best place to start. No more Brent Grimes. Byron Maxwell is funky until proven otherwise. Add in a couple of proven 30-somethings rushing the passer, and I'd say that cornerback is the absolute right choice here.
With the 13th selection in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Eli Apple, cornerback, the Ohio State University. The Oakland Raiders are now on the clock.
Hard to not buy what the Oakland Raiders are selling right now. Denver's quarterback situation is a mess, not to mention they've lost key pieces of that defense to free agency. Kansas City loses its offensive coordinator and stud pass rusher to injury. And San Diego, well, they're just San Diego. Meanwhile, the Raiders are ascending with the emergence of a young nucleus that includes the 8-car Derek Carr at quarterback, wide receiver Amari Cooper. When the ball's in the sky and your QB needs a guy, it's somebody. An all-world defender, Khalil Mack. Return of the Mack. Oh yeah, return of the Mack. But the Raiders need not look any further than their own division to see that Khalil Mack can't go at it alone. It takes two to tango if you want the juice defensively. Khalil Mack is Batman. However, Bruce Irvin surely isn't Robin. But this future Raider just might be, and could potentially help GM Reggie McKenzie stop chasing the ghost of Aldon Smith.
With the 14th selection in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Oakland Raiders select Leonard Floyd, defensive end, Georgia. Never, ever trust a man with two first names. The Los Angeles Rams are now on the clock.
The Los Angeles Rams. Still getting used to that, by the way. For a team who never, ever makes the playoffs, there sure is a lot of noise coming from L.A. First, there's the move to L.A. itself. Of course, gotta start there. Then, there's the veteran mass exodus of the offseason. Then, there's the Michael Sam controversy. Sprinkle in the Hard Knocks feature, and all of a sudden, the Los Angeles Rams have had quite the offseason. But despite all of that, do you know what really took the cake? The Rams announcing Case Keenum. Yes, Case Keenum as their starter. What? What? Very funny. No, seriously, who's your quarterback? Who's your starting quarterback? You really want me to believe Case Keenum's the guy? For anybody that's starting Case Key, I'm going to blow him off the map ASAP. 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 ASAP.
With the 15th pick of the 2016 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Connor Cook, quarterback, Michigan State. The Detroit Lions are now on the clock. The Storm, the Roar.
I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. New Lions GM Bob Quinn said that he, quote, wants to build up the trenches of his new team. Well, Bob, that's a damn good idea. The running game... Hold on. I just threw up in my mouth. That was disgusting last year. And Matthew Stafford was put into a shelter last year because he was beaten up so much. I'd love to say go get a defensive end or go get a cornerback or even another receiver. But on offense, if the front is broke, the whole offense don't work. Here's your card, Bob. You know what to do with it.
With the 16th selection in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Taylor Decker, offensive tackle, the Ohio State University. The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. And the Lord says you got to rise up. That one's for you, Stu.
Come back for part 2, picks 17 through 31, here on the 2016 Louie T Network Mock Draft.
Draft Zone.